Biennial Police Games is an event that is treasured by the workforce of the Nigerian Police Force and the generality of Nigerians. For decades, the Sports Fiesta has been a platform for discovering sports icons that have made Nigeria proud at international sporting events. The door of Lekan Salami Stadium at Adamasingba, Ibadan was thrown open for the 14th edition of BIPOGA Games tagged Oluyole 2024, which kicked off on the 26th of February and ended on the 2nd of March. The official touch of the BIPOGA 2024 was lit to the admiration of all. Glee captured the air as the faces of sporty officers and the rank and file conveyed high expectations of the 14th Biennial Police Games as they trooped in their numbers into Lekan Salami Stadium at Adamasingba. The over 2,000 police athletes from 17 zones who would compete for various medals clustered on the lush green field of the stadium, ready for the games ahead. The opening ceremony was colorful and beautiful to behold. From the aesthetic design of the venue to rhythmic and synchronized marches from all 17 zones, including Force Headquarters, was electrifying.
This is how we do it in Nigeria Police Force. These are the athletes who are going to participate in this 12th Biennial Police Games in Ibadan.
The chairman of the Force Planning Committee of Biennial Police Games, Oluyole 24, AIG BIPOGA-OLUYOLE, in his opening remark, commended IGP Olukayode Egbetokun for his immense support and commitment to making BIPOGA 24 a reality. As he reels out the achievements of police sports officers who have excelled in different sporting activities locally and internationally, AIG Lori posited that the IGP's unwavering encouragement in ensuring that exceptional athletes emerge winners at the end of the game is a pointer to the sterling leadership quality of the police chief.
I am most delighted to have the honor of chairing the Force Sport Planning Committee for these games, which comprises of cerebral, skilled, highly experienced and celebrated sports managers and administrators that cut across the 36 states police sporting association. This planning committee for the games was formed by the IGP shortly after his appointment and the assumption of office on 19 June 2023. We were proudly mandated to ensure the most befitting games is organized, and by so doing, further entrench sports development into the very fabric of the force and our dearly beloved country, Nigeria. The IGP, in a bid to build an exemplary legacy, equally mandated the committee to ensure all areas of sports in Nigeria are positively impacted by the Nigerian police force. Hence, it is pertinent to note that while plans commenced for the games, active sporting engagement for police athletes and officials were ongoing. To this end, strategic administrative and sporting achievements, which are too numerous to mention here today, became the order of the day. As part of the dividends of the IGP's unwavering support for sports, the police swimming team recently participated in the 11th chief of Naval Staff Swimming National Championship and won 18 golds, several silver and bronze medals with a band overall best team among other security agencies. In badminton, the duo of Corporal Victor Ikechukwu and PC Joseph Emmanuel at the 2024 All-Senior African Championship, Egypt clinched the silver medal in the team event with Team Nigeria. Corporal Victor also won the bronze medal in the individual event. The most valuable swimmer in Nigeria today is Corporal Collins Obi. As his statement of his ability, the World Swimming Body extended its World Aquatic Scholarship for a record third time. And he recently flew the flag of Nigeria at the World Aquatic Championships in Doha, Qatar. Several police athletes and officials in athletics, badminton, cycling, taekwondo, swimming, weightlifting, rugby have been invited to the national camp for the All African Games Accra 2023, which will take place in Ghana from 8 to 12 March 2025.
The number one cop, who urged athletes to embrace the spirit of sportsmanship as the new talent that will be unveiled, admonished police sporting officers that the game is meant to celebrate the future, dedication, hard and unwavering passion of police officers and a way of building officers mentally and physically. According to the IGP, new champions will emerge, which is one of the purposes of BIPOGA. IGP's exceptional athletes will be nurtured to stardom and their utmost support will be accorded. IGP, who seized the opportunity of the fiesta to roll out the names of police officers such as Chioma Ajunwa, Samuel Peters and Julius Agahoa, who have won international laurels in various sporting events, urged athletes to emulate the police sports icons as they participate in the game. He stated that exceptional athletes will be nurtured to stardom and given the utmost support to pursue a career in sports. He posited that sports could unite the nation and serve as a springboard to foster unity in Nigeria. IGP thanked the Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, for supporting BIPOGA, hosting the game, and providing an enabling and conducive environment for the officials and athletes.
Over the years, these games have been a cradle for scouting and unveiling new talents, always to bring honor to our nation through sports. In the upcoming 8 days, a multitude of police athletes from 36 states, police commanders, and federal capital territory will assemble. They are organized into the 17 police commands and the 4 secondary commissions, with the common purpose of engaging in spirited competition across a diverse array of sporting activities. These sportsmen and women, while competing to secure medals for their respective commands and commissions, will be etching their names in the annals of glory. Joining us in this endeavor are our esteemed colleagues from sister agencies. They will grace the invitational events as guest athletes, embodying the spirit of collaboration and collective dedication to our cherished nation. As we set forth on this story, let us not falter in upholding the core values of sportsmanship, unity, and solidarity. While the pursuit of victory is undeniably gratifying, let us not overlook the profound joy found in the shared experience of participation and bonds of fellowship forged throughout this week. For for it is in our unity as members of this family that our true strength lies. Throughout the years, the Nigerian police has been a fertile ground for nurturing sporting talents who have brought honor to our nation on both national and international stages. Among these illustrious alumni of previous police games are stands towering figures such as the Olympic gold medalist Shoma Ajua, who is now retired from the Commission of Police. Another Olympic gold medalist, the late CSP Sonny Bada, the former Super Eagles top striker, who was famous for his acrobatic display anytime he saw the for Nigeria, Julius Agawa. Before Julius Agawa was Sonny Oyariko, who was spotted by the national coach when he was playing for the police football club of Lagos. He scored 17 goals in 38 appearances for Nigeria between 1971 and 1976. He was the high goal scorer at the 1973 All-African Games. He also played at the finals of the Nations Cup in 1976 in Ethiopia. I recall visiting him once or twice when he was DPO at Alabama Police Division in Lagos. Others are Samuel Peters, famously known as the Nigerian Nightmare, a former world boxing heavyweight champion, and of course, the present Commission of Police in Rivers State, Olatunji Rewa Jisu, who is an international judo champion. These are among others. As we gather for this year's Biennial Police Games, I am optimistic that we will witness the emergence of new talents poised to carry forward the legacy of our esteemed sportsmen and women. There is no doubt that by the conclusion of this event, we will be inspired by the promising potential of these rising stars. At this juncture, I extend my deepest gratitude to the Executive Governor of Oyo State, His Excellency Bennial as well as the government and the wonderful people of Oyo State. Their hospitality and unwavering commitment have created a conducive environment necessary for the success of these games in Ibadan.
Oyo State is undoubtedly a pace-setter, as reflected in the areas of adequate planning by the state government. Ibadan's conducive and serene environment is worth mentioning, as well as the beautiful and world-standard sporting facilities available at the Adamasingba Lekan Salami Stadium and other venues that host the sports events. The Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, who was present at the opening ceremony, wore two caps as President Bola Tinubu's representative and the chief host. In his opening remarks, the governor asserts that sports have been a unifying factor for all Nigerians and must be embraced. He itemized the achievement of the Nigerian police force in producing great athletes who have performed excellently well in Nigeria and outside the shores of the nation. He maintained that sports are a great way to discover and project talent to the world. He said Oyo State is promoting experiential tourism, in which hosting games such as BIPOGA is another huge step taken by the state. He stressed that sports and entertainment need to be packaged appropriately to attract international communities so that they can enjoy homegrown tourism that will boost Nigeria's economy.
As you may already know, we're projecting Oyo State as the place to come for experiential tourism. And what better way to experience Oyo State and Nigeria than through sports? Sports has been a uniting factor for us all. One of the most unifying moments we remember as a nation was the 1996 Atlanta Olympic Games. At that Olympic Games, if you remember, Nigeria won 2 gold, 1 silver, and 3 bronze medals. One of Nigeria's gold medals was won by a policewoman, Chioma Ajunwa. Today, she still holds the record as the first Black African woman to win an Olympic gold medal in a field event. So this shows how important these games are. It's a great way to discover and project talent to the world.
The Nigerian Police Force Choral Cultural Group were included at the event as they sang the Nigerian Police Force anthem melodiously. Oyo State cultural troops were also on the ground to add color to the event with their exquisite performances. Speaking to crime fighters, the Force Sports Officer CP Patrick Atayiro thanked the Inspector General of Police for his immense support in hosting the game and promised that talents that will be discovered during BIPOGA 2024 would be nurtured to stardom.
Well, starting from Uyo and even before then from the Anambra Games, we have been discovering athletes, and today we have police constables, boys and girls who are now on the national and international stage. Collins will be in swimming. You just saw Yetunde who carried the torch, the games torch, all discovered during the biennials. And this is another one interesting thing about this is that these athletes that were discovered in the prior games are now in the national camp, preparing for the African Games. So now this gives the opportunity for new discoveries. Unless they can be released from camp to come and be part of it, which we would like. But I told my people it's not really a loss. That is our dream. That is our ambition, is to groom more of them. So these ones have made their mark in the short space of time, and we are hopeful and we're very confident that by the end of Oluyole 2024, we're going to make better and more discoveries.
The opening and closing ceremonies of the 14th Biennial Police Games, BIPOGA 2024, will undoubtedly be beautiful memories that all in attendance will continue to reminisce and cherish for a long time. The closing ceremony, which climaxed the 8 long days of the Nigerian Police Games, Oluyole 2024, is a spectacle and a splendor to behold, with 25 minutes of fireworks heralding the end of the game. The last day of BIPOGA 2024 was less of speech and more of action. Sprinting events commenced with the kings and queens of the tracks from various zones of the Nigerian Police Force competing for medals. The invited relay teams from the Federal Road Safety Corps, Fire Service, Nigeria Customs Service, and Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps also thrilled spectators with an incredible race in the 4x100 meters in male and female events.
The 4x100 meters women final. Lane 2 zone 17. Lane 3 zone 2.
The football final match between Zone 10 and Zone 4 was intriguing, as the two zones dazzled spectators with gripping tackling. However, after 90 minutes of dribbles, tackles and play, Zone 4 emerged as the winner with 3 goals. The Force Public Relations Officer, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, says the performance of Zone 4 in BIPOGA 2024 is an improvement on their last performance at BIPOGA 2022 in Uyo.
And they'll be able to score the goal. This is an opportunity for Zone 4. And there's an goal!
Strength, techniques, power and tactics were showcased as tug-of-war invitational between the Nigeria Immigration Service and the Federal Fire Service lasted. At the end of stiff competition, the Federal Fire Service emerged as the winner after 2 successful pulls against the Nigerian Immigration Service. In the female tug-of-war, Force Headquarters had 2 pulls to 1 to defeat Zone 2 in the final. Zone 14 was defeated by Force Headquarters in the final tug-of-war by 2 pulls to 2 as well. At the end of the game, Force Headquarters emerged as the winner with 96 gold, 40 silver and 60 bronze medals, a total of 196 medals. Zone 2 came second with 90 gold, 55 silver and 67 bronze medals, a total of 212. Zone 11, Host Zone, has 56 gold, 50 silver, 45 bronze medals and 151. Zone 3, Yola, occupied 17th position with 1 gold, 4 silver and 2 bronze, a total of 7 medals.
Alavi to come for the presentation.
The Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, who was visibly happy with the accomplishments recorded in BIPOGA 2024, appreciated the entire committee for the success of the Games. He said the game has further fostered unity, respect and discipline among the policemen and women and has embodied a more united, prospering nation. He said athletes have exemplified the values of NPF as displayed during the game, which is a testament to safeguarding Nigeria.
Everything you did to make this event a huge success, and obviously one of the best in the history of BIPOGA. The people of Oyo State have opened their hearts and their doors to us, creating an environment where the spirit of sportsmanship has thrived. Your commitment to promoting the positive impact of sports on our society is commendable and deeply appreciated. To the residents of Oyo State and the wider public who join us in celebrating the 14th Biennial Police Games, your enthusiasm and encouragement have added immeasurable joy to this occasion. Your presence in the stands, your cheers, and your shared spirit of unity have made this event truly memorable. As we close this chapter of the Biennial Police Games, let us carry forward the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and the moments of triumph and resilience. Let the fellowship and the mutual respect developed during these games resonate in our daily lives and work within the Nigerian Police Force. In conclusion, I thank Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his unyielding support and acknowledgement of the importance of sports in the holistic development of our great nation. I look forward to the continued growth of the Nigerian Police Force, fueled by the spirit of sportsmanship, dedication, and a shared commitment to the values that define us. Thank you.
Oyo State Governor, represented by his deputy, Barrister Adeleke Adebayo Lawal, officially closed BIPOGA 2024.
Crime fighters, promoting security consciousness.